just disappointed in the outcome. Obviously, thought the guys competed. Had some guys that laid their body on the line, and a bunch of hurt guys in that locker room right now. But I thought they competed, and we didn't make the plays we needed to make. We didn't stop the run like we needed to, and we didn't make the one-on-one plays that we need to make to win a game like that. So just disappointed for our players, because I did think they gave really, really good effort, and they flew around and put their bodies on the line for this program. So very grateful to those guys that were out there doing that, and just overall just disappointed we didn't make the plays to get it done.
Raise your hand if you have a question. We'll bring the microphone to you.
How serious is Shea's injury?
It's a sprained knee. That's the word that I got. And they looked at it at halftime, and he was able to run around. They braced it, and so we'll have to evaluate him tonight and tomorrow to know the extent of it.
Matt, it looked like he was really favoring it in the second half. Was there ever any point that you thought we ought to get him out of here and go with Jordan?
Well, just because we felt like he gave us the best chance to win, and he wasn't going to. We were told that he wasn't going to further damage it, so that's what we went with. And he got sacked, and he on a play late, maybe in the third or late in the fourth quarter. So we gave Jordan an opportunity to go in there after that.
Matt, what were the issues preventing you guys from doing better against guys? Was it run fits again? Was it just his athleticism? I mean, what led to his big night?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like maybe we misfit some gaps. I know it looked like he was running maybe a little stretch play in the B gap is where he got the majority of his yards, but I'll have to go watch the tape to see exactly. But we knew that the speed sweeps were a part of it, but to win the game we're going to have to stop him, and we didn't.
Questions? We'll go to the top of the room, take questions up top.
Coach, it felt like in the beginning of the game, Shea had some time to throw. It felt like a couple drop passes could have been a momentum swing for you guys. Do you feel like you might have been maybe a play away in the first half to possibly swing the momentum of the game?
Yeah, and in this league, when there's a play there to be made, you got to make it, and you never know what play it is or what play is going to make the difference in the game. But I thought the kids played hard, and we had a good mixture of run and pass. I thought we took some shots down the field, and we had some opportunities there. Just for whatever reason, we didn't make those plays tonight, and I think we just got to keep battling, and I think the scheme was fine. I think we got to make the plays there and make the one-on-ones.
Coach, I don't know how many times it was total, but I know in the beginning when things were getting started, it was 4th and 1 twice, and you went with a field goal instead of trying to score. Can you say why?
No, I mean right there we're going into halftime 13-6. So you're trying to keep it a one-possession game there, and same thing in the second half. We kicked a field goal to make it a 7-point game, staying in the game. Just you don't want to give them the momentum and go down 2 scores.
Any more questions up top?
A couple times LSU reeled off a couple big plays, but your defense was able to make a stop to hold the field goals in the beginning. Was that, did it come down to your offense just couldn't keep drives alive and the defense got tired as the game went on? Because it felt like there's a lot of energy, sacks being made, plays for loss. Do you kind of feel like as the game went on that?
Yeah, I think they did get worn down, in the second half, and we didn't convert on some third downs. We didn't finish some drives, but. A lot of that was just missed opportunities, and I thought the defense competed and fought. They just, obviously we didn't stop the run like we need to.
All right, questions down low.
Matt, if you guys have to be without Shea for the next game, too, whatever, how confident are you in Jordan running the offense?
I'm, very confident. He showed some flashes tonight. He could do some things with his legs, and. I was impressed with him throwing the ball tonight. I think he led us on a touchdown drive at the end of the game, and then right before the half, he led us on a field goal drive. So I think, that gave him some valuable experience where if that is the case, I got a lot of confidence in him.
All right, questions anymore?
You guys are so used to getting those explosive plays in the passing game. How much of their coverage and their talent on the back end played into that, and into how much you guys struggled tonight?
Yeah, I just think you got to give them a lot of credit. They didn't change anything. They just went out and played coverage, and they did a nice job. So I think you got to give them a lot of credit, and we just got to make the plays when they're there to be made. I think we had maybe a couple drops and maybe a couple of missed opportunities, and I don't think that in a big time game you got to make those plays.